Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Matchbox Resurrection. And today, I'm playing with this Matchbox ambulance, this Jada police car, and this Matchbox tanker truck. Today, there's a community build to honor the first response team because they are the real heroes. So instead doing one, I'm gonna do one of each so I'm not leaving anybody behind. And the first one that I'm gonna do is this Matchbox Mercedes ambulance. This was the second or third car that I did when I first started the channel. And I didn't have enough footage, and the one that I had, it wasn't really good enough to make a whole video. So I left it in the back burner until today that I can show you with the other two cars. After taking the car apart, everything seems to be in really good condition, so some parts just needs cleaning, I need new decals, and obviously a new paint job. After polishing the chassis and cleaning the interior, it's time to concentrate on the body so I can get it ready for the base coat. And if I was to do this car now, I wouldn't have used a white primer. I would have used a black or a grey, because it's really difficult to know where you've been. I mean, with the paint. Well, both. I've got the decals online, and this time are not very good. The size of the cross are not even the same thickness, but at the time, it had to do. I'm gonna put it back together now, and I'm gonna try to show you a different process on each car, so you're not watching the same thing three times. So there you go. The first one is done. And to say that I did it a year ago, I think I did a good job. And I'm very proud in showing you now. And a big thank you to all the doctors and nurses, to all the members of the NHS and paramedics, because you're doing a great job, especially in times like this. Thank you very much. And this is the second car. It's a Jada. It's a 56 Chevy Bel Air. And it's, of course, a police car. This one was a gift from my friend Anthony Bellini. Tony, you are another hero, mate. Or at least for this community. I started this one almost as soon as I had it, and it gave me so much trouble that I had to leave it and just carry on doing something else because I was losing my patience. Both bumpers are knackered, so I'm gonna have to sort them out with a bit of heat, trying not to set my house on fire. And I've got to say that for this car, it's got a lot of detail. Even it's got that extinguisher in there painted. It's got a lot of detail inside, but not as much outside, to be honest. So I'll be painting the boot and the bonnet also in white. The car has been put together with some screws, so thank you very much. So I don't have to do it myself. And to be honest, it's got a lot of different parts. The wheels are not bad. I actually like them. Both bumpers are completely chewed up and I don't even know where that come from. I'll have to watch the video again. But look at the back, it's just really, really a lot of detail. Like I said before, a lot of different parts, and I still need to remove the windshield, which is actually in two parts as well. And this is what's been doing my head in this time. Both A-pillars are broken, and after the car was finished, I managed to break them a couple of times. In fact, last time one of them was missing for a couple of weeks. That's the reason why I put the tape in there saying look, because they're so small that you just forget about them or what you did with them. So this is the first time that I'm gonna glue the A-pillars back on, and I'm using super glue and baking powder. After doing it the second time, I realized that when you put baking powder, it dries faster, but the bond is not as strong, and the residue can be a bit rubbery sometimes. So the third time, I used only super glue on its own, and it worked a lot better. I've put some masking tape on the bonnet, and the rest of the car, of course, is gonna be black. And that nearly landed on my car. Now I'm just gonna hit the bumpers with my lighter and bend them back until they look like they're supposed to, even that they're really chewed up. And I'll try not to set my house on fire. For the beacon, I'm gonna use the end of a pen, cause it's the only thing that goes through. Why didn't I make the hole bigger? I've no idea. And the first thing that I need to do, obviously, is taking it apart, and I'm gonna leave the point, or that bit, whatever you call it, in some acetone overnight. By the way, you can use that as a paint. And now I'm just gonna waste my time and paint some detail as usual and finish it off before I throw it again in the paint stripper. It's got a lot of pieces to put back on together and they're not really easy to fit. And sometimes you forget that you repair the A pillars and you press the roof too hard. You may think that you can get away with it, but then you're having super glue on your fingers. For some reason, I didn't paint the interior before, so I'm gonna do it now, and I'm gonna paint it grey, and then I'll be applying some washes. So, there you go. After all that trouble, it's finally done. And I think it looks better with the boot and the bonnet in white, and I really like the new decals. I think it makes the car stand up a lot more. And now it's time to thank all the people that work for the police because you're doing a great job in keeping us safe. Thank you ever so much. And last but not least, I've got, of course, a fire truck, and it's a Matchbox tanker truck. And this is a gift from Paul Billet, and I only had it last week, and I just wanted to do it straight away. So, what best moment to do it than now? The truck itself is not in bad condition. It's got a few chips here and there. It's a bit dirty, but the worst part is the tank. And it's covered in scratches and dings, but I don't want to get rid of the decals. So until I got some more new decals, it's gonna have to stay as it is. The wheels are pretty bad, they're really rusty. This guy had a lot of fun playing with it in the mud. So the first thing, the wheels needs to come off, and I'm not gonna cut or break the tabs because they come off really easy. The tank is attached to the body with four tabs and they just click into the body. And after sanding and filing the car, all the casting lines is almost ready for the undercoat. But before that, one of the back panels is bent, so I need to put it straight, and I'm gonna use some heat, just like finishing a creme brulee. No problem at all, and I didn't set my house on fire. I'm gonna use some liquid mask for the front grille and the headlights as well, because I want them to be metal. As you can see, the wheels are really bad. This one is even worse. So I'm gonna have to straighten the axles and clean all the rust. I've cleaned the windshield and now I'm just gonna dip it in pledge, same as the tank. It may don't get rid of the scratches and dings, but at least it'll be shiny. I'm painting the cab of the truck in red, but I'm covering the rest with masking tape because I want the metal showing as well. Now I'm just gonna peel the liquid mask from his little eyes, and it's a bit like when you wake up in the morning before you washing your face. I've painted the top of the tank in gold, and now I'm just gonna put some highlights with a dark wash. As for the wheels, I'm gonna paint the hooves in red, and then I'm gonna add some gold detail. Here we are. So I've already glued the windows section. And the next thing to go on is the tank. And you need to make sure that it clicks on properly, because otherwise the things don't fit. So there you have it, one of each. And I'll be taking this apart again because I want to finish the tank. As soon as I've got some new decals, they're going on, and I'll do a bit of sanding and polishing and everything so it looks like brand new. And now it's time to thank all the firefighters and everybody who works for the fire department because you're saving our lives on a daily basis, risking yours. So, thank you ever so much. So, thanks a lot, Mark, from Matchbox Mark, for organizing this community build. And also, don't forget, of course, to watch the others, because I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of videos. And I think it's a great way to pay respect to all these people that they're constantly doing things for us and risking their lives because they are the real heroes. And as for the rest of you, you are my heroes as well. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And I'll see you next week with something else. Have a good day.